there are so many games on the Nintendo eShop that sometimes it's hard to decide what you want to get. Today, I'm going to go through 10 of the best cheap Nintendo Switch games, all going to be under $10, that I think are worth buying and that every person should pick up if they're looking for something cheap. As far as I'm aware, none of these games are digital, so all of them will be found on the Nintendo Switch eShop. So to jump in with the first game and the cheapest game on this list, I'm going to start with Kid Trip. And this game is only $4. No, the reason I'm starting with this game is because A, it's the cheapest game on the list, and B, it started on iOS, went to 3DS, and now is on Switch. It's a 20 level 4-world game. It sounds really small, but the thing is, it's an endless runner that takes a lot of precision. You're gonna die over and over and over again and mess up a lot before you can master the levels, and it's actually surprisingly rewarding. I didn't know if it would be when I played it, but I think it's worth the $4, and you can jump back in it. There is replayability because it's just fun to be able to master the levels and to be able to work hard on it. It's a game that I can jump into for 20 minutes, feel okay, jumping out of, and then jump back into 5 or 6 days later, a month later, whatever, and playing it again. I think it's a worth game for $4. It's not that bad, and it's a fun thing to just be able to jump into every once in a while. So for $4, the price that you pay for, I don't know, half a bag of beef jerky, you can easily get this game and enjoy it. I think that's a great deal. The next game is only $1 more. Hitting at $5 is Kumiko, if that's how you pronounce it. This game is really cool because it's like an old Legend of Zelda-esque game. There are 3 types of characters. The game is pretty short, but the thing is you can play each character, and each character has a bit of a different story. It's not significantly different. I mean, the game is only $5, but it's significant enough where it warrants 3 playthroughs. I really enjoyed this game. It's a game I can show to someone who's not good at games and wants to just jump in for 2 minutes. They can just pop in and play that, and it's pretty simple. It's fun to play, and I actually really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. That was probably one of the ones on this list that I was like, wow, for $5, this is a great deal. So pick up Kumiko. It's a great game. Another game for $5 on this list is Opus, The Day We Found Earth. The basic concept of this game is it's millions of years in the future, and humans have forgot their origin, Earth. So what you're gonna do is you are a robot who looks through a telescope to find different planets. You search these planets, you see what's on them, and the game has a beautiful music score, some puzzly elements, and overall the story of it too is very interesting. It's a game that was surprisingly deep and fun for $5, and I really hope they come out with a bigger game, something similar to this, that they really expand on all of these systems. I don't want to spoil too much for it. I think you guys should play it. For $5, you won't regret it. It's an awesome game. Moving up again in price to $8 is The Deer God. And the reason that I'm talking about this game is because I just love the graphics of it. The game itself is cool, it's fun, the idea of it, but just look at these beautiful graphics, guys. It's amazing. The art is a 3D pixelated art style. There's night and day systems, way different landscapes all over the place, and it's platforming, so you're gonna have to test your platforming skills a little bit. But for the most part, the joy of this game is the story, which is told mainly through the landscapes and what's going on with the characters and the beautiful graphics. For $8, this game is an awesome platformer that I don't think gets enough credit. I played it for the first time on Xbox One when I think it was a free Xbox Games with Gold game, and then now I'm playing it on the Switch, and it's an awesome game. So I definitely recommend it if you like platformers, you like cool graphics. Just check out this game, look it on the eShop. I think you'll think it's awesome. So all of the rest of these games are going to be $9.99, and I won't go higher than that for the rest of the list, but those are all the games that are a lower price. You can get some of the Neo Geo games. There are some classic ones on there that are really good. They're all within the like $5 to $10 range, but I'm not gonna shout out any of those specifically because there's just so freaking many at this point. So you can look through those if you like some of those classic old games. You know what you like. Those are kind of worth it too. So the first game that I'm going to talk about in the $9.99 category is Blaster Master Zero. This is an early release on the Switch, and I think this game's really cool because it's a retake on the classic game, and as you can see from watching the footage, it takes place driving around the tank, which has its own platforming sections, and also as you're running around as the character having their own kind of platforming section, and then it kind of goes to the 2D aerial view when you get to certain dungeons, and it's just really cool. There's a lot of awesome platforming. The game is really addicting and fun. It's put together really well. The graphics are cool. The story's kind of interesting and pretty funny, and I think this game's worth it for $10. It was a game that came out really early in the Switch's life cycle, and I still think today that people are missed out on it, and it's such a good game, so I would recommend that one for $9.99 for sure. Next is Mighty Gunvolt Burst, another earlier Switch game. The idea of this game is you have Gunvolt from Mighty Gunvolt and Beck from Mighty Number 9. Mighty Number 9 wasn't a good game. This is probably actually almost a better game than Mighty Number 9. But anyway, you have these two characters in a 2D platforming adventure that's similar to Mega Man. As I'll show the gameplay here, it's a lot of fun. The level design is really cool. The powers are really cool, and it's just enjoyable to play. play. I wish the game could be a bit more difficult, but it's not meant to be directly like a Mega Man game, so it's a bit more easy to access than traditional Mega Man games, and I just think it's a blast to play. There's not much more to say than that. You can look at the gameplay footage. It's 2D platforming, Mega Man style. It's a really good game. I would recommend it to anyone who likes this style of game for sure. For the next game, I want to actually read the beginning of their description on the eShop because I think it's an awesome way to describe this game, and it is Goner. And the description on the eShop is, Goner is a tough as hell procedurally generated 2D platformer with roguelike elements. And that's a good way to describe it because it is super hard. As you see from the gameplay, this game looks crazy and it's just so fun to play. Procedurally generated, so it's always coming up with new things, testing your skills. You think you get good at something, something else happens, and it's freaking crazy. And the roguelike elements, you die and you have to start over. Those kind of things make this game really repeatably playable, and it's just a blast. I liked when it came out because it was early in the Switch's life cycle. There aren't very many games still like this on the Switch. You can't really find much more in this same vein. So if you like procedurally generated roguelike stuff, Goner is the game for you. And if you just like any kind of 2D platforming shooting kind of thing, this game's awesome and I would definitely recommend it. The next game on this list is yes, I'm not kidding. That is the title. VVVVVV. I don't know. It's amazing. It's so funny. Why do they do that? But anyway, this game is super cool because it's a 2D platforming game, but the difference is you can't jump. The thing that is in this game, the mechanic, is inverting gravity. So instead of jumping, you have to invert gravity to be able to make it through puzzles. And you have to basically rethink platforming to be able to play this game well. That sounds like it's a little hard. It's kind of hard. It's not like crazy or anything. But this game is really cool because that's an idea I didn't really think of. A platformer without the ability to jump? What? But it's awesome. And as you can see from the gameplay here, it's really cool. I enjoy the game a lot. And it's definitely a game I'd recommend for $10 because it's a huge spin on the genre that I think is well deserved for $10. You won't regret playing this because it's challenging and it's kind of replayable because it's just fun to be able to go through the puzzles and look at the way the levels are built in that special design. So it's really cool. I'd recommend picking up whatever you want to call it. I'd recommend picking it up. And the next game is Unepic, and you might have heard of this game. I think it's been out since like 2014 or something. It's pretty old at this point, but the basic idea of it is you are a guy that like kind of is a novice at RPGs. He likes to play games, whatever. He gets sucked into an RPG. He doesn't think it's real. He's like, oh, I want to go through and build my own world. And all of a sudden he finds out it's real. He's got this demon shadow thing chasing him, and it's really cool. It feels like an NES game, but it's not all the way there, but it feels like it. And just the concept that you're playing as someone who just popped into this RPG and they're trying to build this world. That's why it's called Unepic. I don't know. I think it's really cool and it's a really fun game. It's really charming. A lot of the ideas of it play off the fact that it's like this is you playing an RPG. And I don't know. It's really cool. For $10, I think it's a fun little game to pick up. It's really charming. I've gone back to it a couple times and played it just because I really like it. So Unepic is a good choice, I think. And last but not least, as of recording this video, this game is not out yet, but I want to give it a shout out because it looks really cool, and that is Shu. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right because it's only S-H-U. I hope I am. This is another platformer on the Nintendo Switch. It reminds me of Super Meat Boy and stuff like that, but a lot slower paced. It looks really charming. It's got cool music. The gameplay just looks fun. The levels look very interesting, and I like to just have an easy, charming platformer every once in a while, you know? Something you can jump into and not feel super stressed about and be able to just flow and have fun and just like kind of relax and jump and move and, you know, do the basic stuff. And I feel like Shu is going to be that. For only $10, it looks really fun, and I might update in the comments below my full thoughts on it when I play through the entire game when it comes out in like a week or two. But I think it looks really cool, and I know this is weird giving a shout out to a game that isn't even out yet because, you know, how do you know it's great? I think it looks cool. Some people have said they like it, so whatever. You know what? I'm gonna throw it out there. It's good. Get it when it comes out. If you're watching this after its release date, you might want to get that too. The cool thing about a video like this is I'm going to be able to update this 6 months from now. When they keep releasing these cheaper games, I'll do another top 10 cheap games because they're just going to keep coming more and more. And there's a bunch I wanted to shout out that didn't exactly make the list that are still pretty good. So I'll probably make another one of these relatively soon. But what's more important is leave down in the comments below any game under $10 that I missed that you think should be shouted out for the next video. Or give your feedback on any of the games that I mentioned. Do you hate Goner, is that a terrible game to you? Do you just disagree with my list entirely? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like this video, make sure to smash that subscribe button for more videos like this every week, on top of live streams of regular games. And also, don't forget to give that like button some love. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's continue to create the greatest gaming community in the world. I'll see you guys in the next video.